Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next ComRac video. This time, A Bird in the Hoof, where Fluttershy attempts to take care of the royal pet, but oh dear, things don't go as planned. Oh dear. So, okay, so anyway, let's just get on with it then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Fluttershy's cottage, isn't it pretty?
There you go, Mr. Mouse.
Oh no, he's in a wheelchair.
Now you stay off that leg and do everything I told you, and it'll be just like new in no time at all.
And stay away from cats.
Aw, you're welcome. Happy to be able to help.
Oh no, I'm late for a very important date.
You found a watch?
Watches, they have watches.
You wanna be a watch?
Tick tock. Running in place,
You're
very
running.
nice.
Running out of time? No, you're late?
This. Ooh. Bong. Bong.
I'm late for a very important date. It's Princess Celestia at Sugar Cube Corner.
Uh-oh, Angel is dead.
The princess is here in Ponyville for a party, and we all promised we'd be there.
Yeah, Angel really is dead.
Do I look alright? Do I need to bring anything? Maybe I shouldn't go.
What are you doing with Pinkie Pie's outfit?
It's starting. I'm missing it.
Everything's cool.
Thanks, Angel.
Alright, everything's cool.
I mean, if you hadn't reminded me, I might have not remembered. Then I wouldn't be there, and everyone would be wondering where I was, and... Oh, right. I'm late.
It's like, go! Lock the door! She's still trying to get in.
Oh, okay then. See you later.
It's like, oh, I thought she'd never leave. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, the royal guard.
So,
It was an easy day for the animators today.
Princess's royal guards anyway.
Charlton Fulton.
Is the pay good?
I don't know.
Hello? Anybody home?
I might comment on this later. Nice focus. Oh, that was kind of creepy, Rainbow Dash.
Ooh, you're good.
Yes, they are.
Too good. I'm bored.
Too good. I'm bored. I'm going home.
Phew, made it.
Halt! Who goes there?
Oh, who goes there?
Never mind. I'll go.
Aw.
It's all right, sirs. She's on the list.
Okay, if you say so, sir.
Thanks,
Madam.
Twilight.
I'm so glad you can make it, Fluttershy. It wouldn't be the same without you.
I would imagine so, yes. Careful, don't burn the store down.
How's every pony doing? Good? Good.
Anything else we can get?
Ah, Princess Celestia. Oh, we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
Everything is fine, Mr. and Mrs. Cake.
Sorry I'm late. I had to finish taking care of a patient first.
Oh, you and your tender, loving care of little animals. I just know Princess Celestia is gonna love that about you. I mean, I hope she will. I mean, of
Poor
course she will.
Twilight. She's going hyper. Oh,
Twilight.
she's twitching.
Thought I was the only one who got nervous at social gatherings.
Oh, it's not that. I just want the princess to approve of my friends.
No, don't worry. She
But
will.
She's met us all before.
And read about you in my letters. But this is the first time she spent any real time with you. I want every pony to make a good impression.
Well, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Besides, it's just a casual get-together, right?
Don't touch me! Watch the dress! Careful! You're gonna spill that on me!
Oh, dear.
Ooh, that looks delicious. What is it? Oh, does it stain? Keep it away from me!
Get it away from me!
Perhaps not.
Oh, Verity's cowering in fear from being stained.
Which is the salad and which is the appetizer again?
What?
And which am I supposed to eat first?
Oh, just pick something, Applejack. Oh, could this perhaps be foreshadowing for a future episode?
I'm not hungry.
It's okay, Twilight. So our friend's manners aren't perfect. I doubt the
That's
princess
okay.
will even
Oh,
notice.
Twilight's losing it. And ugh.
Oh, chocolate fountain, goodness.
Ooh, yuck. Oh dear.
You gonna eat that?
Sacrilege! Isn't very nice, but could be.
1,000 pardons, Your Majesty.
That's quite all right, thank you.
We got to see Celestia use her magic. Her hair color's different.
Empty teacup at 4 o'clock.
I see it, honey bun.
What? Oh, empty teacup at 4 o'clock.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Gotta pay close attention to this scene.
Thank you again.
Oh, but of course, Your Majesty.
It's like, Oh, I didn't see
And
that
what about you,
before.
dear?
I didn't
What
notice that
shine is it?
before, but yeah.
Oh, yes, Your Highness.
I understand from Twilight Sparkle's letters that you enjoy tending to the needs of woodland creatures.
Yes, I love to take care of animals.
As do I. As princess, I care deeply about all creatures, great and small.
It's an invisible bird.
Nothing means more to me than the well-being of all my subjects.
Oh.
Ah, Philomena, my pet.
Oh, dear.
You're awake. Do say hello to our gracious hosts.
That bird doesn't sound very good.
Oh,
Creepy.
She is quite a sight, isn't she?
Yeah, you could say that.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Really? Well, if I must. I'm sorry, every pony. I'm afraid I have to cut the party short. The mayor has requested an audience with me. Royal duty calls.
The mayor?
Thank you for a wonderful
Oh.
time. It's been a joy getting to know you all better.
Make way for Celestia, make way.
Phew. Now I can eat something. I'm starved.
Aww. Oh! You hit that pony in the face! That wasn't very nice.
All I want is a clear path to the exit. Nobody move!
Nobody move it, no one gets hurt!
Stay back! Back, I say!
Applejack managed to get something after all.
Well, Spike, I don't know for sure how things went with the princess, but at least no big disasters happened.
Yet. Oh dear.
Oh, you poor little thing. How did you ever get in such bad condition? Don't you worry, Philomena. I'll nurse you back to health.
Dear.
As a favor to the princess, who is obviously just far too busy to care for you properly.
Ooh. A little presumptuous.
I'm sure the princess will
Fluttershy's like,
appreciate the help.
oh my gosh. Oh dear. Ugh. My brain's not functioning too well, so.
Then get you to bed right
Like,
away.
still, oh my gosh.
There.
Is that bird still alive? Oh my gosh, it's gonna explode. Oh dear. Out of the frying pan into the freezer. Bummer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ow. Oh dear, run, mercury poisoning!
This is far worse than I thought. What you need is some medicine. Step! Here you go, Philomena. This will fix you right up.
That is a really, really big pill.
Dr. Fluttershy expected that. Always works.
Always works. No, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Almost always.
Bummer. What is it?
There's nothing like homemade soup to cure what ails you.
Cool. No way.
Come on now. You're not gonna get better if you don't cooperate. See? It's delicious. Good and good for you.
No. Poor
Here
Fluttershy.
comes the choo-choo train.
Oh no.
Chugga, chugga, woo woo!
Ooh, that bird is twisting its neck off.
Oh dear. Don't worry, Philomena. I know what'll make you feel better. Wait right here. I have just the thing.
Oh, good. Oh dear.
Look, Philomena. I brought a
Hey, it's eating the
feathered
mouse
friend
food.
by to cheer you up. Hummingway here was sick once too, but he let me help him and got better in no time. Didn't you, boy? Say hello to your new friend, Philomena.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, look. I think he likes you.
Nice synchronicity.
Your turn now, Philomena. Go ahead. You can do it.
Ew, yuck.
Good try.
Ew.
I know what'll clear up that tickle in your throat. A humidifier. Refreshing. How's that feeling now for you, Philomena? Better?
Come on, come on, come on. Oh,
Oh,
bummer. Boing. Oh dear, losing feathers, not
that's
good.
okay. I know lots of other ways to take care of you. Don't worry, you're gonna get better. How about
Incense?
aromatherapy?
Not the kind of thing that usually fixes me. Ew. 4 feathers. Oh dear.
Warm bath?
Grass. Ooh, that's oh dear.
Ointment?
Ointment. Oh dear. I definitely don't want that ointment because scalpel. Scalpel.
Surgical tape?
What?
Feathers?
Feathers.
Oh, Philomena, I thought it would be easy to nurse you back to health, but I've tried everything I know.
Sometimes things are never easy.
You're worse than ever.
Bummer. Oh no, a knock at the door. Who is it?
Hey,
Ooh!
Fluttershy, I just wanted to drop by and say thank you.
should lock your
so
door or
very
something,
much for making
Fluttershy.
Such a good impression on the princess today. What is Celestia's pet doing here?
I couldn't leave the poor thing there. She needed my help.
Oh no, no, no,
I'll save that thought for
no,
later.
no.
Ow!
This is bad.
This is bad.
How could I just walk away and not do anything?
But she doesn't belong to you.
Good
I
point.
had to do something.
Without telling any pony? Without asking permission?
But
I know you had good intentions, but you have got to return the princess's pet.
Yeah. Yes? Its
You're
throat's
right.
solid.
okay, let's go.
If
Put
we
him in a
hurry,
basket.
we can put her back before any pony even realizes she's missing.
Uh-oh. Busted! Oh my gosh, Twilight is... Oh my gosh, she's definitely not happy.
We were told we could find Twilight Sparkle here.
We regret to inform you, miss, that the royal pet has gone missing.
Really?
Really?
You don't say!
Play innocent, play innocent! Did you hear that? Yeah. Oh dear. Man, these ponies are sick.
It's that dry night air?
But it's daytime.
Good point.
Well, day air's even drier. You
Oh,
guards better
awkward.
be on your way if you're gonna find the princess is missing.
Ugh.
Philomena, was it? Thank you ever
She
so
is
much
really
for keeping me in
strong.
the loop. Bye.
Bye. Ugh, I got rid of him.
What are you doing?
Going to return Philomena, remember?
We can't now.
Why
Well,
not?
now what?
You have no idea what the princess is gonna do if she finds you're the one who took her pet, do you?
Ugh.
Do you?
Well, no.
Well,
But it
no,
can't be
but...
anything good. She might banish you from Equestria, or throw you in a dungeon.
Oh
Or banish you and then throw you in a dungeon in the place that she banishes you to.
no! Bummer.
You really think the princess would do that?
No!
Okay, granted that probably won't happen. But do you want to take any chances?
Poor Twilight. She's losing it, I tell you.
Poor little Philomena here gets well.
That's very noble of you. I'll write to you when you're banished. Unless I'm banished too somewhere there's no post office, then you'll have to write to me. Deal?
Oh, poor Twilight.
You just have to help me get Philomena healthy, and then we can return her to the princess. And everything will be fine.
Zoom out, please.
Give her any kind of medicine?
I tried to, but she wouldn't take it.
Then you have to make her take it. You can't be such a pushover, Fluttershy.
Ow.
You need to show this patient who's the boss. Make her straighten up and fly right.
She can't fly.
No excuses.
Uh-oh. Well, that was easy.
Okay, what else?
Well, she keeps pulling her feathers off. The ones that haven't fallen out yet from all her coughing, I mean.
There you go.
I don't think she likes it.
Tough love, baby.
Tough love. Oh my gosh, Twilight's mean.
Of course, but
Next.
well, she desperately needs some bed rest, but I can't get her to stay put.
Uh-oh.
One step ahead of you.
Oh, it's for your own good, Philomena, I promise.
Oh dear.
Please, just relax and try to get some sleep.
What's the soup over here? Smells delicious.
I made it for Philomena, but she wouldn't eat it.
Oh, she'll eat it all right.
Uh-oh. I will make you eat it.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh my gosh, she got a lot stronger or something. I remember this music. La 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 la. Round and round they go. Oh dear. Apparently birds aspire the ponies. I haven't seen that bird anywhere. She's in the skies. Hey, wait a minute. Why did they fall for that? Oh dear, Royal Guide, you need to work on your situational awareness, I think. Wait. Oh man. They don't do bits like this in cartoons anymore. They need to hire a better artist. Hey, wait, she just drew a picture of herself in disguise.
Are you having a race? Oh, can I play? What did we go?
Thanks for the help, Rainbow Dash. Bye.
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
Beg your pardon. Put me down.
No, I don't think she was under Rarity's feet.
Princess's pet bird!
Uh-oh, we're busted.
Philomena, come down from there. You'll hurt yourself.
Oh no. The last feather is gone. Oh no. She's dying. She's dead. Bummer. Oh no, she's not dead. Oh no! She's falling to her doom. You can make it, Fluttershy. Oh no! She's been vaporized. Oh no! Oh, Fluttershy's crying.
What is going on here? Twilight?
Twilight?
Yes, Your Majesty. There's been a terrible accident.
Your bird burned to a
It's
crisp.
all my fault.
No, Princess. Fluttershy didn't know any better. It was my fault.
I'm the one who did it.
But you were only trying to help.
Some help I was.
Will you let me do this? She'll go easier on me.
But it's my fault.
No, it's my fault. No, it's my fault.
What?
Wait, what are we talking about? Thanks for trying to protect me, Twilight, but Princess Celestia, I'm the one who took your pet bird. I really was only trying to help the poor little thing. Then I was gonna bring it right back to you, honest. So, if you want to banish me and then throw me in a dungeon in the place that you banished me to, then that's
Celeste is
what I
completely not
deserve.
paying attention to Fluttershy. Aww.
Oh, stop fooling around, Philomena. You're scaring every pony.
Obviously, I've seen this before, so I know that was gonna happen. But it's like, oh, it's a sad day. But, oh yeah. Ooh, pretty.
I don't understand. What is that thing? What happened to Philomena?
This is Philomena. She's quite a sight, as I said.
Yes.
But nothing unusual for a phoenix. Isn't that right, Philomena?
A phoenix?
A phoenix is a majestic and magical bird. While it appears healthy and happy most of the time, every so often it must renew itself by shedding all of its feathers and bursting into flame.
Ouch, that sounds painful.
Rather melodramatic, if you ask me. It then rises from the ashes, fresh as a daisy. All just a normal part of the life cycle of a phoenix. I'm afraid mischievous little Philomena here took the occasion to have a little fun with you, Fluttershy.
Oh dear.
Say you're sorry, young lady.
Say you're sorry, young lady.
Aren't you gonna banish me? Or throw me in a dungeon? Or banish me, then throw me in a dungeon in the place that you banished me to?
I hope not.
Of course not, my little pony. Where on earth would you get such an idea?
I guess I have some imagination.
I can't imagine
Fluttershy
where.
really did do everything she could to try to take care of Philomena for you.
And I do appreciate that your heart was in the right place, child. But all you had to do was ask me, and I could have told you Philomena was a phoenix and saved you all this trouble.
Never one of those.
I know. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. Next time I'll ask before taking matters into my own hooves.
Should I write you a letter about that lesson, Princess?
No.
No, that's quite all right. I think I can remember.
Ow!
It's beautiful. Thank you.
That looks
Philomena.
painful, though.
No hard
Oh, I got a feather stuck in my head. Ow! Uh-oh. Careful there. Hey. It made the royal guard laugh. Everyone's laughing. Yay! It's all well, all's and all. Oh darn it! There we go. All's well that ends well. Do 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 do. As always, thank you to you hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo! Oh dear, good old Studio B. DHX Media Company. Alright. So, that was A Bird in the Hoof. I must admit, I don't really like this episode too much, because, yeah, Philomena in her, I don't know what form you'd want to call that, but whatever, in her pre-bursting into flames form is creepy. She's creepy. It's like, somebody seems like she's about to, like, drop dead and stuff. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, this episode I think wasn't so much about a lesson. This was definitely a fun episode. This is definitely a fun episode. I must admit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's one big scene there's a kind of an important canon episode here, where a canon moment where Celestia, I didn't understand this at first, because I didn't notice it at first. It's like when Celestia is drinking from her teacup and the cakes are going crazy, refilling it. It's like one time she pretends to take a sip, but but she doesn't really take it, and they fill the cup out and it spills over. It's like, and people keep saying, well, she's a prankster and stuff like that. I didn't get this, like, what? Because I didn't see that the first time. I mean, obviously the big line that I remember from this is the part where she says, I mean, I've always thought that she says, well, I care for all my creatures and stuff like that. I love and care for everybody. It's like, it annoyed me sometimes, like, people would ignore that line, but they'll focus on the little prank that she plays. It's like, yeah, I mean, no, I mean, there's certainly some interesting side character things with Celestia. Definitely the Royal Guard. I mean, the Royal Guard, this is actually the most speaking lines and actions they have in the entire series so far, and stuff. Obviously, they're very serious, and they must, they're guards. I must admit, well, if the two royal guards that were Celestia were sent out to go talk to Twilight, then who's guarding Celestia? Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. But anyway, I mean, yes, a minor thing with that. I mean, obviously, when Rainbow Dash is trying to make them break. I mean, there's a as I mentioned in my Royal Guard video. Never mind. As I mentioned in my Royal Guard video, that yeah, I think the Royal Guard are in a way a lot more like the Buckingham Palace Guard and stuff like that. That they serve basically the same purpose. Again, the Bowers Guard in Buckingham Palace are actual members of the military. I may have said they were ceremonial. I mean, they were ceremonial in the fact that they walk around in those kind of uniforms and stuff like that. That's really that. But they're real military people who have every ability to kill bad guys and stuff like that. But anyway, but yeah, they used to stand outside the wall, on the outside wall of the Buckingham Palace. But then they had incidents like that where people were coming and trying to make them break and stuff. And I think one time one of the palace guards, I think, tripped, I don't know if it was intentionally or accidentally, tripped a civilian, and they sued, and blah, 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 blah. And because of stuff like that and those kind of incidents, they had to move the guard into the inside wall where basically the public would not mess with them and stuff like that. But having said all that, obviously Rainbow Dash is having fun. Yeah, most of the main six are kind of quote-unquote passive in this episode. I mean, it's like they're just like in the background. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's... But yeah, I mean, it was interesting to see the Royal Guard's character and Celestia's character. I mean, I'll comment a little bit more about the Royal Guard and then move on to Celestia. That the Royal Guard are obviously very serious, but as we see that, they get tickled. It's like, well, they're probably, they're probably serious on the outside, but probably, probably nice guys and stuff on the inside too. Yeah, like the other thing with that was like in, It's About Time, when the guard comes up to Twilight and says, "Oh, hi, Twilight. Haven't seen you in a while. Here, let me get that for you." Well, obviously, that Royal Guard's probably met Twilight and seen Twilight for a very long time. So it's like, hi, Twilight. It's been a while. It's like, so they're not as, big and mean and, roar and stuff as people think they are. As I sometimes would think they are and would like to think they are anyway. What's happening? And yeah, with Celestia, I mean, again, yeah, I mean, she did pull that little prank. I mean, in a way, it's kind of, understandable. I mean, that's the thing I like about Celestia, that this is a casual visit. It's not a big deal to her. She's not doing this for attention or anything like that. She's here to just, just meet everybody and just for a casual visit and stuff like that. But as always, duty calls. Bummer. Duty calls. I wonder what the mayor wanted to talk about with Celestia. Whatever. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, all the main six, yes, all the main six were in this episode. They weren't directly involved with the main story. But yeah, I mean, Rarity had some pretty fun bits. It's like, get away from me. It's like, no, don't keep that away from me. I won't let you stain my dress. And stuff like that. Classic Rarity. Oh, poor Applejack. It's like, man, what do I do? I don't know. Oh, poor Applejack. Yeah, Pinkie Pie was just, I think, completely oblivious to the situation. It's like, oh, sacrilege, Pinkie! You took the cupcake that Celestia was eating. Oh, that's sacrilege. But that was very disrespectful of Pinkie Pie to do that. But, oh well. Celestia didn't care. Celestia, I think, didn't care. So that's the thing. That's why I like Celestia. She's not, she doesn't rule with an iron hoof and, and stuff like that. And she's not evil. I mean, yeah, she pulled this little prank on them, but, it's all in good fun and stuff like that. I mean, it was also a little interesting because I think at first it was a little awkward. It was a little awkward for her. It's like, to have these ponies all of a sudden, like, oh my god, we gotta keep refilling the cup and stuff like that. I think it was a little awkward for her for that thing. So, interesting. My brain is unfortunately malfunctioning again, as it always is. Must knock self unconscious later. But anyway, yeah, so I wish I could do some better analysis of this. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I think there was some interesting little tidbits in Celestia's character that, yeah, she's definitely a serious ruler, but she's also, because she can be fun and lighthearted and stuff like that. And I do take away from the fact that she did, I think she was referring more to, like, animals and things, but I think she does truly love and care for all her people and she doesn't say her people or ponies and that. I think she, again, was referring to the animals, but I think she does care. She does care about them and stuff like that. I say that because, unfortunately, I know a lot of people dislike Celestia and they don't think she cares. She thinks that she's evil. I don't think that's true. Again, that was the cool thing. This was a casual, lighthearted visit. She's not here to get attention or praise or anything like that, just to chat with people and have a good time with people, I guess, and be Twilight's friends on a more personal level, I guess. I didn't really hear exactly what the why she was here. It's brain malfunctioning again. But yeah, I think it was just another one of these informal visits that Celestia often does. Celestia, this is, I think, the first we hear of an informal visit was back in Swarm with the Century and all that stuff. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, obviously the big thing with this is definitely a lighthearted, fun episode. This isn't a serious episode with a big, scary lesson or anything like that. This is definitely a fun lesson. The lesson, in a way, was a little, certainly a lesson kind of for people my age, but for little children, in a way, it's not. I mean, the lesson was that, basically you shouldn't, do things without asking permission, which obviously is a very important lesson for children. I mean, if children are going to go and do something, they should obviously tell their parents about it or someone that they're going to go do something, especially when it's involving taking care of like a pet or something that doesn't belong to you and stuff like that. You should obviously ask permission, because again, this is never one of those scenarios where if she just simply talked to Celestia about this, she would have said, don't worry, she's a phoenix, it'll be okay, everything will be fine, you don't have to worry about it, and then that would have been the end of the episode. But again, it would have been a lame episode if that had happened, though. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. I mean, yeah, we had a lot of really good jokes. It's good old-fashioned cartoon slapstick. There's some great bits from good old-fashioned cartoons. I don't think people do much anymore. It's been a while since I've seen, cartoons other than My Little Pony and stuff like that. But yeah, people just don't do those kind of bits and stuff anymore. And it was just fun. It was fun. I mean, that's definitely the big thing with this episode. It definitely was a fun episode because, even to the 6-year-old children, it might be a little obvious that, maybe Fluttershy should not have taken the royal pet without permission. But yeah, I didn't really like those bits because it's just creepy, it's just creepy and weird, and it kind of gets tiresome after a while as well. Like the bit where she's switching between the blanket and the ice pack. It's like at first it was kind of funny, but then it gets kind of old, and it's like, can we move on to something else now? Anyway, so overall, this is an okay episode. I mean, it's definitely not one of my favorite episodes. It's not an episode I watch a lot, because, I honestly don't enjoy it. I mean, but, it definitely, I definitely enjoyed seeing Celestia and the Royal Guard, because we don't get to see them very much, and again, the Royal Guard actually had stuff to do in this episode. Apparently, their wings are made of steel, because when they go, they made that noise. Our wings are deadly weapons. It could be, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry, my brain is malfunctioning again. Oh, dear. But yeah, I mean... So overall, this is an okay episode. I think its lesson isn't so great. I mean, it definitely was nice to have good old-fashioned cartoon slapstick. Again, it's just not something we see a lot anymore. But yeah, so I think that's... I'm rambling on again. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some cool bits here with the characters. Yeah, the main six were really not involved here. Anyway, and the other thing was, this could be foreshadowing for, was it the best night ever? And to show that how, how the main six really don't fit in with formal functions and stuff like this. How they don't know how to cope and deal with these things and stuff like that. They just simply don't belong at formal functions and stuff like that. Oh, poor Twilight. Twilight was losing it. Twilight was losing it. Oh, poor Twilight. Oh, Twilight. It'll be okay, Twilight. It'll be okay. Don't worry. It'll be fine. But yeah, that was definitely classic Twilight. I mean, simply because obviously one of her, as we've seen from the Crystal Empire, that her biggest fear is basically letting down Celestia and stuff like that. This is her mentor. This is not just simply her, her boss or something like that. This is her mentor. This is the person who's taught her since she was 6 and stuff like that. The person that she's looked up to and everything, and doesn't want to let her down, doesn't want her to be disappointed with her friends and all that stuff. So all of a sudden, all this stuff is happening. It's like, this is like one of her worst nightmares. Is, oh my gosh, my friend just did this terrible thing that, Celestia will hate me for. Oh no. Poor Twilight. I mean, it was definitely very good, noble of her, to try to take the fall for Fluttershy, even though it really was Fluttershy's complete fault. But again, that's a classic thing. It's like, no. It's like, that's a classic thing for this. That's happened a lot in cartoons and stories. It's like, no, it was my fault. In a way, it gets kind of I kind of don't like that to a point, because it's like, you know, it was, especially when Fluttershy's perfectly willing to take the fall herself, because it was her fault and stuff like that. But again, as always, they learn, they grow and stuff, and it all worked out, even though the bird did burst into flames. Oh dear, that sounds painful. Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, everything worked out. This is a fun, lighthearted, enjoyable episode. I don't particularly like it, but I know a lot of people do, and so, yo-ho. So, okay, so I think I'm gonna end this ComRac video now. I hope you enjoyed it. So, until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.